Hello and welcome to My Green Montgomery. I'm Susan Stark. There's a good reason for everyone to want a green Montgomery County. For some, it's to preserve our natural beauty. For others, it's about reducing our carbon footprint and living more sustainably. And still for others, it's about saving green money every day. Whatever your reason, we'll tell you how you can find information and resources to achieve your green goals. In this episode, we're talking about the launch of the Green Landscape Business Certification Program.
The Green Business Landscape Business Certification Program has the same power to help restore the health of our watersheds and property at a time by providing a model that many in the community can follow. Montgomery County has proven that it is a leader in the environment. Our county serves in that particular location and here in the state and really around the nation in terms of Green Business Certification Program, our recycling program, the recycling center, the water quality protection charge, the bag law, landscape programs, just to name a few. That's why I'm proud today to recognize 7 certified landscape businesses and the residents and the businesses who have worked together to make this day possible. I want to recognize some of the things that are happening right here that are making a difference. For example, if you look around Mrs. Turner's yard, you'll find not only does she have a beautiful yard in and of itself, you'll see many environmentally sustainable features that we are promoting in our landscape business certification program, including the rain garden in the front yard that captures and filters stormwater that would otherwise be picked up by pollutants and sediments and will be deposited in our streets and in our local streams. The conservation landscaping in the backyard that attracts life-sustaining pollinators. The small eco-lawn that is deeply rooted, drought-tolerant, and requires once a month mowing, saving water and reducing emissions. That's quite a bit, once a month. The driveway that allows stormwater to percolate and recharge through groundwater, stabilizing our streams as well as our overall environment and the streets as well. And the absence of chemical pesticides and fertilizers. All of these things are part of the certification program. All of the things that Ms. Turner has incorporated through this program here on our property. And the many things that we see that will happen in this county once this program continues to move forward to many other residents. So we call upon the residents to follow what Mrs. Turner has done, to utilize the certified landscapers to make a difference for our environment. It is good for the environment, it's good for our economy, and it's something that I think can be sustainable.
The program expands eligibility for the Green Business Certification Program beyond businesses with office-based operations to the landscaping sector. It emphasizes actions landscape companies can take for their clients to enhance county environmental goals, including reducing or eliminating pesticides and fertilizers, planting native canopy trees, installing rain gardens to capture and filter stormwater, creating conservation landscapes, reducing mowing areas to cut emissions, and conserving water.
This is our model program. We know we can't achieve the water quality goals that we have in this county that the state is requiring of us and that we've taken on because we want to give our children clean water. We can't do it unless we have all your help. And this program combines all of the good things and is a model for us because it combines business, it combines citizens, Carolyn Turner, and it combines the academic world, and so we're all pulling together to make this happen. Beyond that, it even combines programs within the Department of Environmental Protection. Our Rainscapes program, which cost shares with the citizens who want to do this kind of thing, we have some money to help you do that.
Landscape businesses such as garden centers or those offering design installation or maintenance services are eligible for the program. To be certified, a landscape business must meet requirements from a checklist of over 130 actions in 4 broad areas: air quality, energy efficiency, waste management, and procurement. integrated pest management in plants, water and soil, and organizational commitment, and office operations. When we come back, we'll highlight 3 different landscape companies already certified within the program. Stay with us.
Montgomery County wants to thank everyone for their commitment to recycling. Together, we're recycling 57% of our waste, and we know you'll work with us to reduce waste and recycle more, 70% by 2020. To protect the environment and provide a better future for our children, we need to recycle all of our paper, cans, bottles, containers, scrap metal, and more. Because if you don't get serious about recycling at your apartment or condominium now, it's going to come back and bite us.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Air Lawn Care stands for atmosphere, improvement, and renewal. The company's mission is to improve and renew the air through business education and service. It is meeting this goal by providing clean, quiet, and quality mowing, as well as organic fertilization services.
We're an eco-friendly lawn care company. We use all electric equipment. As you can see right here, I'm standing next to my electric mower, and all of this is charged with solar-powered energy. We've got panels on top of our trailer right behind me, as well as on top of our truck. That gives us juice to power not only this battery, but our handheld tools. And because of that, we're able to offer a clean, quiet, and quality service to Montgomery County residents.
Its ideal customer is an environmentally conscious homeowner who is concerned about their kids' and/or pets' health, the long-lasting health of their lawn, or making their personal contribution to the earth.
So another thing we do with Air Lawn Care is we're trying to be as sustainable in every single possible way that we can. Unfortunately, we can't offset everything. We still use a gas-powered truck. We still have certain processes within our business that aren't sustainable, but to kind of offset those, we purchase carbon credits from carbonfund.org. And that helps us be fully net zero as far as our carbon emissions, because our electric equipment isn't generating any carbon emissions. Some of those other processes are. And so as a result of carbonfund.org and those carbon credits, we're able to operate in the most sustainable way possible and attainable at the level that we're at right now.
Gracefully Green offers landscape consulting and design services specializing in sustainability. It recognizes the functionality and beauty of landscapes and strives to achieve these qualities in harmony with nature and the needs of the people.
One of our big services is landscape audits, which is a type of site assessment where we go out to a property and look it over and analyze it from top to bottom in terms of where it stands on sustainability. And the reason for that is because people want to convert to sustainability in many cases in their landscapes, but there are so many options, people don't usually know where to begin. So the landscape audit can help them get there. I think of it as instead of a blueprint to sustainability, a kind of a green print to sustainability. So at the end of the day, you end up with recommendations about what your best bets are. You know, sometimes, for instance, a rain garden is perfect for one person and totally the wrong choice for another family. So it helps narrow down the choices and focus on where your best bets are. One thing we like to look at is the downspouts, because it's the runoff, the rainwater coming off the roof that is one of the biggest generators of water, and it directs it all into targeted spots wherever the downspout is emptying. So right over here, here's her downspout. It enters, empties here on the ground. So she's likely to get wet spots right here. What she can do to manage that a little better is to install rainwater collection. That means a rain barrel, could be a cistern. We actually have some above the ground cisterns that fit very well into narrow spaces like this. And if you don't like the way it looks, there are ways to hide that with shrubbery or attractive fencing or something. So there are ways to make that work just perfectly fine. So one option, this is a very good space for rainwater collection. She has plenty of room for the unit, and she has plenty of room for the overflow from that. The thing about a rain garden is it's a depression in the soil. You have to dig out some of the soil and replace the soil with a mix that drains really well, and then you're going to plant that area with plants. And it's going to capture rainwater, and rainwater will slowly percolate into the soil. And it's a nice passive way of managing rainwater and also having plants at the same time. This site is very well positioned to have a rain garden because there's a downspout over here that empties towards the rear of the yard. And you can just, there's nothing planted here. There are no large trees. It's not too close to the house. It's kind of wide open and ready for a rain garden. So it's going to be a pretty simple matter to dig this out and replant it. And it can be woven in with the rest of the landscaping so that it's going to be nicely knit together and very harmonious. And at the end of the day, what she's going to have is, instead of a big wet spot where this downspout's been emptying out, she's going to have a lush, beautiful garden that takes care of that water for her.
Backyard Bounty is dedicated to improving the environment by reimagining the American garden. It believes that gardens should be good for people and good for the earth.
We care about helping to maintain the diversity of our ecosystem by planting native plants. We care about making sure that all of the stormwater, or as much of the stormwater as possible that comes off of our roofs and driveways gets to percolate back into the ground and not pollute the Chesapeake. And we also care about building beautiful gardens. So what we love about working in gardens is that we create beautiful outdoor spaces that also do good for the environment. It's a win-win for clients and for us.
Its gardens avoid the use of dangerous pesticides and fertilizers, reduce the amount of polluted water residential properties send to the Chesapeake Bay, limit fossil fuel use by creating space for clients to grow vegetables, herbs, and fruit on site, eliminate invasive plants where possible, and use plants to increase the diversity of flora and fauna.
So this property actually is in a watershed of over 3 acres. It's downhill, and below us is Rock Creek Park. So the creek runs to the Potomac and to the Chesapeake Bay. All the water that comes through this property is on its way to the Chesapeake. And so what we've done here is try to slow down as much of that water and get it to go back in the ground as possible. And we've done that in a couple of important ways. The first way is to install a rain garden. One of the other things that we did in this garden was install a driveway and a walk that are permeable. And that means that when it rains, the water actually doesn't shed off of the driveway, but it goes into the ground.
To view the Landscape Business Certification application and other information about the program, go to mcgreenbiz.org. Well, that's our show, and I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Remember, you can always go to mygreenmontgomery.org, your guide to living a green life in Montgomery County.